लगता वो, but yeah. So that's that. Okay. So shall we start today?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Super. Welcome to Gen Chak Friday with me Anirban Bhattacharya. लंबा नाम है, शॉर्ट में आप कह सकते हैं AB, और शॉर्ट क्योंकि मेरा हाइट भी कम, और यही जो हाइट है मेरा वो क्लास 10 में ही अटक गया था. उसके बाद आई डिडंट ग्रो दो आई वाज होपिंग टू, एंड एवरीबॉडी सेड नहीं बेटा, उम्र है, लंबा तुम बनोगे. हुआ नहीं, अप्रैल फूल निकला वो. But welcome to this Friday, and great to see people with us. What we try to do on Fridays is to give some kind of promotional promotion to your heart and to your mind, and to sort of inspire you to live the week with energized vigor, as they. So today we're going to talk about life. और है ही क्या, लाइफ के बारे में ही बात करेंगे. वेलकम टू सुनीता जी वेलकम वेलकम.
Good
आज
afternoon.
गुड आफ्टर. आज सब एस वाले ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. संगीता, सुनीता, अगला कौन होगा, स्मिता या संजीव या सुचित्रा? देखते हैं कौन कौन ज्वाइन करता है हमें. और we're going to talk about today about life in general, and basically लेकिन लाइफ में तो कोई रोड मैप तो होता नहीं है. जो जो आपके लिए करेक्ट रोड मैप है वो आपके लिए है. अगर मैं आपका रोड मैप फॉलो करना चाहूँ तो शायद मैं फ्लॉप हो जाऊं. वो तो अलग अलग सब्जेक्टिव वाला रोड मैप होता है. सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट रोड मैप्स एंड हाउ टू navigate through life. Well, if you are thinking कि आपका जिंदगी में कि हाँ भाई चल ही रहा है, ठीक है चल रहा है, how many of you feel like that? You can raise your hand. कि
At times, yes.
जिंदगी at times yes
At
ना.
times, yes.
हाँ,
Yeah.
कि भाई ठीक है जो आ रहा है लाइफ से, ठीक है वो निपटा लेंगे, वो देख लेंगे, वो will manage to do something on
We can't hear. Connection is bad, I think. We can't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Now it's
it's
okay.
much
Yeah?
better.
या ओके. ओके. ऐसे कि जब लाइफ में जब गूगली आता रहता है तो हमें तो पता नहीं है ना कहाँ से आ रहा है, कौन सा गूगली आ रहा है, कौन भेज रहा है वो गूगली. तो जब आता रहता है देन वी हैव टू बी ऑन आवर फीट एंड देन प्ले द बॉल एंड डू इट अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर ओन प्लान. कि भैया चलो मैं इस वक्त यही सोचता हूँ कि यही करेक्ट डिसीजन. तो वी ऑफन गो बाय द द सीट ऑफ आवर पैंट्स, जिसको कहते हैं कि भाई निपटा लो निपटा लो. So life doesn't come with instruction manual. So 1 minute, we are trying to figure out algebra. Next minute, you're trying to figure out taxes. And then, of course, otherwise, if you're in the night watching reels, suddenly आपको लगता है कि अरे यार 1 घंटे से मैं reels ही देखते जा रहा हूँ, ये तो मैं अटक गया. So anything can be possible at any point of time. एक बच्चे के लिए जो प्रॉब्लम है वो बड़े के लिए नहीं होता है. जब when we were young, if you remember, math used to be so problematic. Was maths any of your favorite subjects? Who liked maths? You liked maths, सुनीता जी? कैसे? अरे बाप रे, दोनों. I hated maths. अच्छा, केमिस्ट्री किसको अच्छा लगता था? Good. Both of you don't like. You liked, huh, सुनीता जी? You liked chemistry. अरे यार.
I like
Science,
everything
maths.
now.
Now you like. नहीं, तब सोचिए जब हम स्टूडेंट थे, then
Yeah,
how
chemistry
scared
was
we
a
used
pain.
to be. Correct. So, what is difficult for a child, उसका perspective से that is the be all and end all, कि अगर मैं इस हाफ ईयरली एग्जाम में पास नहीं कर पाया तो हम गए भैया. In those days, of course, parents could raise their hands on their children. तो हमें डर लगता था कि वापस जाके मार मिलेगा हमें. So we used to study very hard, but that was life for us. So everyone's life is basically we because all of us live different kinds of life. We come from different backgrounds. We speak different languages. We have different cultures. We have different experiences. Even the books we read are different. The movies we see are so. Every experience that we put into ourselves makes us unique. But ये तो एक बात सही है कि everyone's life is basically an epic adventure movie. सबकी जिंदगी. और मजे की बात ये है कि you are the hero of your own film. You are the person who's the main actor in your own film. Think about it. कि बचपन से till now, how many plot twists you have navigated, है ना?
How
प्लॉट ट्विस्ट. प्लॉट का एकदम ट्विस्ट हो जाना, का प्रॉब्लम आना लाइफ में, चैलेंजेस. आप सोच रहे थे लंदन, लाइफ दे दिया आपका जापान. तो आपको सोचना पड़ा कि भैया हम क्या करें अभी जापान के साथ, है ना? तो थिंक अबाउट योर सेल्फ एज दिस हीरो हु हैज कॉन्कर्ड मेनी चैलेंजेस इन लाइफ, who has faced many plot twists, even maybe faced a lot of dangerous things like exams or impossible bosses. Did any one of you have very bad bosses when you were working, or
no,
superiors?
no.
Sangeeta ji, you're very lucky. Sunita ji?
Yeah, I had one crazy boss.
Haan. Tell what kind of craziness the boss used to do.
No, no, she used to lose her temper very quickly, and she used to
Mhm.
just, let everybody have it. But and
Mm,
very unpredictable,
mm,
and she would have a problem with everybody in the office. But
mm.
she was good also. She used to take us out for lunch, and so she would tell us
But
how she had divorced from her husband, and before she divorced him, she would trouble him by putting a lot of chili powder in the curry and watch him suffer.
she's dangerous. She should be a character in Crime Patrol or Savdhan India. Oh my God. So I
Yeah.
also had even I had a very, very toxic boss. Very,
Okay.
very toxic boss. If I went and asked him for leave, which I'm
Hmm.
entitled to, he would make me feel guilty. Like
Hmm.
I'm asking for the moon. Oh my God, you're going to take leave. How will work happen?
Hmm. Hmm.
So one day I took a leave to celebrate my marriage anniversary. I said, okay, one day I'll take leave,
Hmm.
and he sent work over there also. Can you imagine? He found out where I was and he sent work. He
She.
was so toxic. He was
Hmm.
so toxic. Glad that I got away from him. But anyway, so yes, we have faced a lot of dragons. We've faced a lot of enemies and villains. Um, but do you remember? There are some things we don't forget. Like, do you remember riding your first bicycle? The first time you got balance. Do you
Yes, a
remember
lovely
that
feeling.
moment?
A
Yes.
Lovely
very
feeling.
beautiful feeling. Very
The
triumphant.
sudden, and you're thinking your parents are, holding at the back and running behind you, and suddenly you look back and there's nobody, and you're on your own, and the
Yes.
wind on your face, and you've got the balance. It's a beautiful moment,
Yes.
and it is these little things that really make our own life unique and enjoyable, or the first time cooking some great meal, It's always, you know we are always learning every day, and that is the main, the mudda of our life, कि हर दिन हमको कुछ नया सीखने को मिलता है या मिलना चाहिए. एक तो है कि समटाइम्स वी क्लोज आवर सेल्फ फ्रॉम न्यू एक्सपीरियंसेस. वी से अरे यार फॉरगेट इट, क्या करना है, उम्र हो गया है. व्हाई यू आर टेलिंग मी ऑल दीज न्यू थिंग्स मैन, इट इज यूजलेस. वी रिएक्ट लाइक दैट, और वी कैन से अरे अच्छा ऐसा है, दिखाओ, सीखने दो, पढ़ने दो. So everything can be looked at two ways, and I feel that life is an adventure till our last breath, where we have to keep learning, and we should keep learning new things. And it is only by continuously doing these things that we really excel or achieve. जैसे वो एक फेवरेट, एंड लाखों करोड़ों लोग यही स्टोरी कोट करते हैं, बट इतने मजे की है स्टोरी की, जो केंटकी फ्राइड चिकन के ओनर थे, कर्नल सैंडर्स. तो उनका ग्रैंडमदर का शायद रेसिपी था वो, केंटकी फ्राइड चिकन का, और वो चाह रहे थे कि किसी के साथ जुड़ के वो बनाए. ही वांटेड टू स्टार्ट द फ्राइड चिकन, but nobody was willing to listen to him. So he took that recipe to 1009 people.
Mm-hmm.
1009 people rejected the Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe. Now, imagine facing rejection for 1009 times. हमें तो दो तीन बार रिजेक्शन मिल जाता है, हम तो एकदम, we become like that deflated balloon. We are like that. We are God. अरे यार क्यों करूं? Why should we do it? या तो we doubt ourselves when we get rejected, कि यार शायद मुझे कुछ कमी है, या आइडिया में कुछ कमी है, या मैं कुछ ठीक से कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पा रहा हूं, या तो बाहर से रिजेक्शन आता है, इट इज नॉट गुड, एंड वी कीप बिलीविंग इन दैट, है ना. एंड देन वी से कि फॉरगेट इट, नहीं करना. बट इमेजिन समवन हु been rejected 1009 times, waking up the next morning and going to the 1010th person, and suddenly that person says, okay, let's do it. What a difference. अब सोचिए, कर्नल सैंडर्स के पास 1009 1008 अपॉर्चुनिटीज था टू गिव अप, है ना. हर दिन रिजेक्शन, हर दिन रिजेक्शन. सोचिए दिन में he was probably going 2 to 3 people he was meeting in a day. So we are talking about almost a year, a little more than a year, where he's chasing people to fund his dream, and he's getting rejected. And yet that man woke up again and again and again and again, 1000 times to go and chase his dream. And it happened. So sometimes the idea is not bad. Sometimes it is not we who are lacking. Sometimes it is people who don't see the vision. But that doesn't mean that you give up on your vision. Sanders could have easily said, forget it. ये तो सिर्फ एक रेसिपी है, ग्रैंड मदर का रेसिपी है, ठीक है घर में बना के खाता रहूंगा मैं. But he had the vision of saying, no, the recipe is so good, I want to share it with the world, and there is some business over there.
Mm.
So he had that vision, and to give credit to him, he didn't give up chasing the dream. So what is, we must hold on to, we must see our mistakes and our rejections as learning experiences, है ना. तो आई विश एक दिन आए जब कोई नौकरी कि इंटरव्यू हो, and when there's interviewing for a job, and the person says, so what is your experience, and that candidate says, oh, I have done MBA, I have done this, I have done that, but the interviewer says, no, 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 tell me about the learning experiences of the times that you failed, because that is where the real experience comes from. It is not your degree. It is not your degree. It is your world experience, your hands-on experience that really teaches you how to live life, and how to put things into practice. No, and whether we have lived 15 years or 75 years, all these years, every day we've been gathering knowledge and experience, right? So, for example, संगीता जी को कुछ पता है जो सुनीता जी को पता नहीं है, और सुनीता जी को ऐसा कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस है लाइफ में जो संगीता की जी के हैज नो क्लू अबाउट, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज ब्यूटीफुल एंड सब्जेक्टिव एंड मेक्स यू यूनिक. मे बी सुनीता जी नोज सबसे बेहतरीन वड़ा पाव स्टॉल कहाँ है मुंबई में, द टेस्टिएस्ट वड़ा पाव, एंड संगीता जी नोज वेयर द बेस्ट उडुपी जॉइंट इज. We don't know what experiences you come with, your unique knowledge. अगर दोनों को ये चीज पता हो तो मुझे बता दीजिएगा. मैं थोड़ा सा पेटू हूँ, तो मैं चला जाऊंगा. मैं तो बता देता हूँ,
Hmm.
सबसे सबसे अच्छा एक वड़ा पाव स्टॉल है. अगर आप मुंबई आते हैं, और जो भी सुन रहे हैं और आप मुंबई के हैं, once you turn off the Worli Sea Link and you're going towards Worli, from the circle take the first left, and there is an auntie who sits and makes vada pav. There's a lady who makes lovely vada pav. Oh ho.
Acha.
Too good. Too
Where
good.
is it?
This is
Worli.
in Worli. Worli. Once you get off from Worli Ceiling and you're headed towards Worli, right? You take the U-turn and you're going towards Worli. There is a first circle that comes. From the
Ah.
circle, take the left, and on your right hand side, you will see some patra and all of that. And there is a lady who sits there
Oh.
making vada pav. Oh, it is so good. And especially evening, अगर गर्मा गर्म मिल जाए, हा. Too good, too good. पानी आ गया,
Okay.
पानी आ गया. So every experience is a wisdom for us, and intelligence. Now, a lot of times we ask, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे? What is our purpose in life? What about, what is my thing in life? Um, that is something that you have to look from within, and really truly ask yourself, what do I enjoy? What do I enjoy doing without hesitation? I think last session mein I had mentioned the fact that, because we all have societal roles to fulfill, right? Um, for me, it is, I was once a student trying to live up to the expectations of my teachers and my parents. Then I started working. Then I was expected to do well in career. And then I got married. Then my responsibilities changed to a husband and a provider. Then I became a parent. Then I became a father, a provider, a protector, a family man who had to look after not just his family, but his extended family. Similarly, for women out there, for you, you were once just like all of us. You were students, then we got married, we got responsibilities, a homemaker or a career woman, and a child and a mother, and all of that. And a lot of the time, most of us, most of us lose ourselves in this bargain. हम खो जाते हैं. And when I say हम खो जाते हैं, like if I when I ask people that are you happy with your life, or are you satisfied with your
Yeah.
life like this, they say, yeah, of course I am satisfied. But beyond all of this, and underneath all the layers that we have been putting for the last how many ever years, our true self often gets buried. Our true nature, our true wants and desires and ambitions, they all get buried. And now, when we are seniors, it's a great time to start digging and removing all that garbage and trash that we put on ourselves. Whether it was forced onto us, or whether we took it on willingly, or we put it on subconsciously. It's time to take it all off, and try and find that real person who we were, and find our true desires and meanings and wants in life. मैं पहले भी कह चुका हूँ कि it's okay to be selfish. It, it's okay to be selfish and to protect yourself and to look after yourself. है ना? Whole life आप दूसरे के लिए हम जीते रहते हैं, to a point. Of course, we have responsibilities and we love our families and all of that. That goes without saying. मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि अरे सेल्फिश बनो, फैमिली को बोलो चलो कल से मैं तुमसे बात नहीं करूंगा, I want to be on my own. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that self-preservation is a good thing. And so when you have to find your true self, you've got to find out what you like, what you want to be. What people call passion, or purpose. What is it that you want to do? I know that Sangeeta ji loves teaching, and she went into, teaching and all of that. And even post her retirement, and she continued to do that. Sunita ji, do you have a passion? Do you want to pursue something that you've been thinking about?
Nothing in particular. I
Mm-hmm.
too like teaching, and I used to take some tuitions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have many couple of interests like sewing, then maybe singing,
Oh,
and
you're Bombay based, right?
yes,
Oh, lovely. Then you should come for the open mic, which is on the 18th, for singing and poetry and everything for seniors, exclusively for seniors, which
yeah,
Genes is hosting.
I know, I know. I read about that. I heard, I
Please
saw
come,
that
come, come.
notice. Mm.
It was a huge success. The first edition was a huge success. You
Mm-hmm.
must come. It's good fun. I'll get the team to send you the details. You must come. So you like singing?
Yeah, just
Hmm.
recently started. Then I like to watch videos and Spotify and YouTube videos on basically, self
Hmm.
improvement and science and stuff like.
Hmm. So singing and sewing, and do you do crochet as well?
No, no, I don't do crochet. No.
My grandmother used to do crochet so well. Oh, she was so good at it.
Acha.
She was so good at it. I think a lot of very less people do crochet these days, no?
It's yeah. My sister does a lot of crochet.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
But I think it's a dying art. No one wants to take so much pain to do something, So yeah, so we need to find that passion, and go after that. I mean, it's not simple. Maybe you like gardening. Any of you like gardening? Do you have a green thumb? संगीता जी, गार्डनिंग अच्छा लगता है आपको?
I was
सुनीता
fond
जी?
of, but in this new house, I have not done. In
अब
I was saying earlier in Andheri, I had 13 varieties of roses,
Woo!
and
Wow!
it was a small balcony, but all flowers we had. Chrysanthemum, then Sontaka, Sontaka.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that we had. Then so many. There's so many flowers. Now I don't remember them, but I had beautiful roses, all English roses. I used to go
Oh,
Wow.
to the exhibitions, and some I had brought from Bangalore.
So why don't you do gardening here in this new house?
No, no, because that my husband is not in favor of it because it spoils the building.
That is, the mud keeps going down from the
Yes.
side.
And it is true, then what happens is between the cracks and all that, the water seeps and then the leakage starts. So why add to
Hmm.
that? These days the constructions are not so good. So better we
hmm.
keep away from all that.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I'm very fond of it.
Hmm.
Hmm. So it's very, very important. Like during COVID, मुझे याद है, whatever we used to eat, I used to just keep planting only. Tomato seed, chili seed, bhindi seed,
Uh,
जो भी आए,
the
I
chilies,
used
chilies, my son had grown long chilies we used to get. Something like
हाँ,
20, 30 in the pot itself in the house.
yes, yes, yes.
He
I,
has
I, I,
good
I,
gardening.
yeah, yeah. I don't have a green thumb at all. I don't have a green thumb at all. But
My
अगर
son
कुछ
has. My
निकले,
son has. कुछ भी
oh, good, good.
लगाएगा वो अच्छे से आता है. In fact, when we had gone to my sister's house in Udupi, we had eaten the watermelon. तो उसका seed उसने डाला था. The plant it grew and a small watermelon was there. My sister said it was so sweet. We didn't realize that it is watermelon. What is this small thing that has grown? So then they came to know it is watermelon.
Nice.
Chota
Very
सा
good,
था,
very
but
good.
it was very sweet.
So maybe you need to buy a little plot of land and get your son to start doing organic farming. That's a new business idea. That's
I know.
passion.
He
That'll
is
be
very
good.
fond of it.
So yeah, so we have to basically find what we like, doing and following that. Um, and we can't give up on ourselves. We can't say, "अरे यार हो गया, अब छोड़ दो, अब क्या फायदा?" Then as soon as you say that, no, then we start aging. I met. We have a new show coming up soon on Genes called "कहानी अभी बाकी है," where it is about senior celebrities talking about their life. So we met Mr. Tiku Talsania, जो
Yeah.
actor है. Tiku Talsania.
हाँ हाँ.
He's a very famous comedian and actor. So he had a
Hmm.
very good uh, thing to say. So he's a biker. He's at the age of 70 plus. He goes on bikes and all of that. Rides 250 kilometers, all of that. So we asked him, how does he, you know, be young
Man,
mentally and physically? And he says, ki, I don't let the old man in.
old what?
वो बुढ़
Old
ओल्ड
man in.
मैन इन, वो बुढ़े
अच्छा.
को मैं बाहरी बाहरी बोलता, तू उधर रुक, तू बाहर ही बैठ, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू कम इनसाइड मी, so that is what he keeps. And his passion in life is biking. So he's found his passion apart from acting, which is his profession, which he loves doing, but biking is his profession. Or there is another lady called Nishrin Parekh, who's a bodybuilder at the age of 60.
Oh,
She's a great bodybuilder. So I think the fact that people like Tiku or Nishreen or many of us who have the urge to learn everything or learn new things every day has to do with a lot of curiosity. Einstein, there's a quote of Einstein which says, the important thing is not to stop questioning. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Unless and until we are curious, अगर हम जानना नहीं चाहते हैं, हम सीखेंगे कैसे? You know, unless and until, see, the knowledge is not going to come to us. We have
We
to
have
seek the
question.
knowledge. We have to seek the knowledge. The knowledge is there all around us. Imagine right now there's a millions of invisible knowledge sitting right in front of me, in front of you. All you have to do is put your hand out
Tap it.
and grab it. Unless and until you put your hand out and grab it, why will it bother interacting with you? So curiosity is our impetus for knowledge. Curiosity is what should make us then crave for knowledge. You know, whatever little spark interests you, kuch bhi. Like for example, I will be reading something in the night and I'll find a new word. I'll go look it up, or it will say, "Oh, in 1962, the government of India did this, or the the Truman administration did this, or in Japan there is a tree called this, or So immediately I just read up. Um, what purpose will it solve? I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. It's just curiosity. It's like, will I be able to use that knowledge somewhere? I don't know. Like when we are taught in school, if 5 men can dig a hole 10 feet deep in 2 days, how many men will it take to dig a hole 30 feet deep in one day? We thought we'll never use these kind of things ever in our life, you know. But but when you're a
But
factory
we
manager,
studied.
when you're a factory manager, suddenly it makes sense. I need to produce 10 kgs of this product in 2 days. I already have, then you put your math to test. हम तब सोचते थे, अरे यार, if 5 people are digging that hole, let them dig the hole now. What do we have to do with it? Forget it. Let them dig in 10 days, you know. But that's what it is. So even if it is singing for you, Sunita ji, follow that dream, follow that, and share it with the world. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Share it with the world. You must find people who are like you. जो हम कहते हैं LMPs, like-minded people. क्या होता है? A lot of the times when in life we meet lakhs of people in our in our existence. Some will encourage you, most will deter you, and it is then finding those like-minded people who will encourage you and who really understands you. Humans, we are like wolves. If you see wolves, they travel in packs, right? Or a lion travels in a pride. We also are like pack animals, and we also need our tribe, people who share the same interests. So when you go to this open mic, Sunita ji, you will meet seniors who are like you, who love music, and who love singing. They may not be the best singers in the world, but who cares? Who is judging whom? We are there to sing and sing our hearts out. So you'll meet. So that is the tribe of people. So all of us need a tribe. And I just don't mean your family group, on the WhatsApp saying good morning. That is one tribe. But real connection. Real connections to your wants and to your personality. Think about the people who make you feel good. The friend who makes you laugh till you cry. I hope you have friends like that. The colleague who has helped you out, or the family member who really understands you, or the classmate who explains who when you were there in school explained the maths problem to you, in spite of there being competition, or that friendly chat with the auto wala, or the person standing next to you in a ridiculously long queue. Every little moment matter. Uh, you know, uh, and it is also finding like-minded people. I love chatting with people. When I'm out with the taxi wala, with the auto wala, with the fruit vendor. I like to find out where they are from, what is their background. Um, they are also unappreciated most of the time. They also don't have anyone to talk to, so they also feel good. You also make a connection. So it's about building bridges. Talk to someone from a different generation. You know, ask people about uh, you know what they like, what they don't like. Get to know them deeper than just who or what they are. Or you can ask a younger person to explain what is cryptocurrency, और ये लेटेस्ट मीम क्या है. यू नो माया एंजेलू करके एक ऑथर है. शी सेड जस्ट बीइंग काइंड, listening, showing up for people, that builds incredible bonds and makes life richer for everyone. Find your people, be good to them, and let them be good to you. So you have to find people who are like-minded and who will support you instead of bringing you down. Life also, of course, can be very, very exhausting. And sometimes we are like the phone battery, we are always stuck at 10% only. लगता है कि सिर्फ 10% energy बचा है, you know. But if we are curious, this knowledge then becomes the energy for our soul, for us to energize us. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. We all need to recharge. And what truly refills, us is doing the things we want to do, getting to know things. Maybe it's blasting your favorite music while being stuck in traffic. Maybe it's just spending 10 minutes sitting quietly, doing nothing, just watching birds outside the window. That that can energize people, who like stuff like that. Maybe it's playing a sport, getting lost in a book, drawing, meditating, having a good laugh with friends, or it's simply allowing yourself to do absolutely nothing. कुछ मत करो, बैठो, but recharge your battery. And that is so important for us to live full lives and and to enjoy life, to discover our true selves. We need to reach out as well as look within. And we need to also self-preserve and look after ourselves. So forget grand, complicated plans. Just remember this. Your story right now is awesome and unique. Mistakes are just plot twists. Find little sparks of joy and curiosity and follow them. Connect with good people and please recharge your battery. Don't wait to do things someday when you can do it today. Okay? Go out there, be your awesome self, sprinkle some kindness around, live your chapter, whatever chapter you're on in life right now. Just go and live and have awesome life. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you had a enjoyable session and it wasn't boring. and it was good for you. And for others, please log on to Gen Live, and you can watch us on YouTube, Instagram, as well as download our app. And thank you so much, Sangeeta ji. Thank you, Sunita ji, for being there with us. I hope you enjoyed today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless. Have a lovely, lovely weekend and a lovely week. Be
Thank you.
healthy. Bye.
Wish you